even before I became political actor. We were at Krish Jagalamani was trying with the idea with the producer Mr. A.M. Rathman. So then I agreed for it. But later I started becoming busy in 2018, 19. Then, so post 2019, I think we launched this film. First two corona waves, it got impacted. We could not do it. Although we did a prominent part. This particular film, why it was quite interesting for me was it is more of in a Mughal era. As a kid or any student, when we were studying in school, the Mughals were quite glorified. And the rest of the dynasties were never glorified. So for me, that journey was interesting for me to do this film. When it is more of the high concept, when he came with the high concept of stealing Kohinoor from Peacock Throne during the Aurangzeb era, I think that was interesting for me. That's why I started off. But those seemingly the layer is about the main plot looks like robbing the Kohinoor from Peacock Throne. So the story of the travel of Peacock Throne from Kolluru mines, which is situated in Vijayanagara, how it traveled all the way to Nizam rulers. From there, how it landed up in the hands of Aurangzeb and Mughals, and to steal from that, a diamond which is of such a great journey, and that was interesting for me. And amidst this heist drama, there's a lot of things which would unfold the tyranny of Aurangzeb. I think that concept was quite interesting for me. And also the jizya. For being a Hindu in those times, was you should supposed to pay tax, no music, nothing. No music was allowed, no idol worship was allowed during his times. And there was a lot of oppression. So that was one of the crucial elements of the film amidst this heist drama. I think those were things which are interesting for me.
So recently you made a comment with comparison the Mughal era and also you have praised the Chhatrapati Shivaji, and his history should be prepared in the books of the students. You have praised Chhatrapati Shivaji.
Yeah,
you have criticized that Mughal era, and it should not be highlighted in the books of students.
I never say it should not be highlighted, but because if you should give equal importance. When you deny the existence of Vijayanagara Empire, there's not much of a story. You talk so highly about Akbar, you talk about the invader like Babur in a glorified way, but how come we don't talk about Chalukyas? How come we were never taught about Vijayanagara? How come we never taught about Ahams and from Assam, Naigars to Tamil Nadu? And the major part was how Chhatrapati Shivaji came for a rescue in Tamil Nadu temples. How come it was not conveyed? So all these things, I think, if you look at it in that perspective, I think it is except Mughals, rest of the dynasties were never given the right recognition what they deserve. I think we have a right to know about it.
So what do you say in the resignation of the Vice President of India, as well as while the Congress is opposing and suspecting his resignation?
And what kind of foul play would be there even to suspect, Congress should suspect it. And Dhankhar is a man of great integrity, man of great intellect and ability, and his legal acumen is brilliant, and a man of high political acumen, political wisdom. I think when he does something, I think maybe in a health perspective, I think we have to see it in the right perspective. There is no need to make a different. There is no need to look at another some kind of perspective which Congress are looking at.
So the Election Commission has clarified that SIR excise in Bihar will not involve Aadhaar and will not impact an individual citizenship status in light of opposition concerns about the potential mass disfranchisement. How do you view this EC's assurance?
So, say it again.
The Election Commission has clarified that SIR excise will in Bihar will not involve Aadhaar and will not impact an individual citizenship status in light of opposition concerns about the potential mass disfranchisement.
Normally, you're talking about the basic adult franchise rights. You want to, because a person who is not of that, who has been migrated illegally, not in official, legal migration, I think why should they have a say in the voting? So I think when election commission says they think in all the perspectives possible, I think they are doing the right thing, and there is nothing to debate about it. There's nothing to suspect about it.
Sir, you are an actor, being a politician. We have seen the Kerala Stories movie also in the past, which was highlighted from the love jihad. And what do you say on this love jihad? Recently, there was an incident in Rajol also. A man was forced to kill his living partner for not for not doing that prostitution work. What do you say on this?
I look at it as the human nature first. Primarily, it is a human nature. And people do certain things. Once I had taken charge as a deputy chief minister, a certain few cases came to my notice and which we had solved. A girl was taken from here, she'd been taken to Kerala. From there she went to Bangalore, and from there finally police could track her out in Jammu. So these kind of situations do happen, but to what extent, I think country as a whole, I think should think about it. How many exact cases are there? I think that maybe in UP it is more. In rest of the states, to what extent? I think we have to yet to look into that perspective from southern India. That's what I think.
Sir, you are meeting the Tamil Nadu people and you are giving a lot of speeches in Tamil Nadu. Are you going to step in the Tamil Nadu politics in this upcoming election with the collaboration of people?
No. For me, definitely as an NDA partner, my primary response, one of my primary responsibility would be to make sure wherever NDA contesting and candidates are contesting, that if I am said okay, but to do certain supports are there, definitely I would do it. That's a part of my NDA commitment as a party. As an individual, Janasena would contest. For me, anything to expand from the party, I know it takes a long time because we cannot compete with national parties. It's a very tough job. Maybe I'm known nationally, but as a party, it has its own limitations. To develop a party to go to that stage, maybe it might take few decades, but I'm not saying immediately as I know.
So you are also looking to the environment and the forest department also. What are the steps you are going to take in the upcoming days for the prevention of environment as well as the forest?
For me, environment is a very big challenge for all of us, and for me, it's quite a personal commitment for me. And first of all, we are a shortage of funds. There is no shortage for ideas, but to implement, the major more than money, it is the committed personnel, right from administration, people who are heading the administration. Okay, as a policy maker, I can do, and it is also the administrative officials who are looking into it. They should get motivated. Second, majorly, people's participation is needed, which is very, very essential to bring a greater transformation. And I personally want to look into it where the canals should be cleaned. Our canals, the Indian rivers have become dumping yards. No matter how much we're doing, it is also a greater civic responsibility to make sure we don't dump the effluents or industrial effluents into it. How much we filter, how much we neutralize, and before we pump back into rivers. I think that is one thing which I would like to take maybe from August, post-September onwards. I think I'm on that mission.
So the Andhra Pradesh government is keenly conducting the investigation on the liquor scam. Are there any more kingpins behind this liquor scam occurred in 2019?
I think it is, the entire investigation team is doing it. I think at my level, unless they say it, unless they bring it to the notice, then it will be, in the right times it will come out. As on now, whatever you've been hearing, people who have been coming out, I think that's what as on now.
So recently, Jagan Mohan Reddy have called the DIGs as a mafia dons, and they are working for the coalition government. What do you say on that?
I find it quite interesting when the intelligence chief himself in his regime he went to jail because of what they had done. And I personally had seen the tyranny of certain police officials. And today what we are doing is a countermeasures. It is not a vindictive drama, it is a countermeasures. So I think they got used to enforcing law into their own hands, and they could do any damn thing what they liked when they were in the government. And today when they are facing the music, I think that it's natural to say in that way. I think our officials, we stand by our officials haven't done any such things.
So what's your stand on Hindi language? Recently also you have made comments on that.
Now, I personally feel this particular interview, I will love to say it in Hindi. Though I can read Hindi, write Hindi, and I can speak Hindi, but my thinking language has either it is naturally it is Telugu or it's in English. But I feel sad that I could not excel in Hindi or in Marathi or in Tamil or Kannada. I think today I feel people should have taught me more languages. They should have become a part of my thinking. So I think people nowadays, I think for the Generation X, or the forthcoming generation, they when we are doing a policy, we should not stuck in the past and get, okay, we have to safeguard our culture. Telugu is my mother tongue. I love my Telugu because I'm the guy who proposed, who had printed a lot of books which are outdated, which are out of print, right from poetry to Shabdakosh. But that does not mean you should hate Hindi. I think Hindi is very, very essential. Okay, if you don't love Hindi, at least I want people to see it as a language which is of a greater convenience. If you don't want to say it, I don't like it as a national language. Okay, you don't like the national language, that's fine. But you have to learn Hindi for a greater communication, for a greater integration. I think that's how I look at it.